I didn't notice it the first year. People miss things. Work runs late. Someone gets sick. You accept it, say it's okay, and mean it enough to get through the evening. My son still had cake. He still laughed. That felt like enough. The second year I noticed, but I explained it away faster than anyone else could. It's just bad timing, I told him when he asked why Nana hadn't come. I kept my voice light, like the answer mattered less than how I said it. By the third year, I started adjusting before anything even happened. I stopped mentioning the party in the family group chat. I told myself I was avoiding pressure, but really, I was avoiding confirmation. It's easier not to invite people than to watch them decline. My son adapted quicker than I did. That's what stayed with me. He stopped asking who was coming. He blew out his candles like it was a normal small thing. No looking at the door, no pause between wishes. That was the part I couldn't explain away. The fourth year, I didn't expect anyone. I planned the day like it would just be us, and it was. Quiet, easy, almost clean in its simplicity. No last-minute texts. No apologies that arrived after the candles were already gone. 4 days later, my mom messaged. It was detailed. Organized, a cabin weekend, total cost broken down, everyone chipping in. My share listed like it had always been understood I'd be part of it. I read it twice, not because it was confusing, but because it wasn't. It was very clear where I fit when something was being collected. I didn't respond right away. I let the message sit while I thought about the last 4 years. Not dramatically, not angrily, just the pattern. The way absence had been casual, but expectation had been precise. I sent $2. No explanation. Just a note, wrong guest list. It wasn't meant to provoke anything. It was a correction, a quiet one. The replies came quickly after that. At first, confusion. Then jokes, like maybe I was being sarcastic. Then the tone shifted, more direct, more pointed. Reminders about family, about how things are shared, about not making it into something bigger than it was. I didn't argue. I opened the accounts instead. There were shared cards I hadn't thought about in a while, permissions that had just stayed in place because removing them would have felt confrontational. Easier to leave things as they were than to explain why they shouldn't be. I disabled access. One by one. Nothing dramatic. No announcements. Just closing doors that had been opened by default, then the vacation fund, something that had quietly included me for years, small amounts here and there, automatic contributions. I stopped it, not out of spite. It just didn't make sense anymore. A day later, I saw the charges attempt to go through anyway. Same assumptions, just routed differently. That's when I flagged them, not with a message. With the bank, it wasn't complicated. The transactions weren't authorized. That was the truth, stripped of context. The call came the next morning. The bank representative sounded neutral, procedural. They listed the activity, asked if I recognized it, if I had approved it. No emotion in their voice, just clarity. For a second, I thought about softening it, adding context, explaining that it was family, that it was complicated, but it wasn't, not really. No, I said. I didn't authorize those. There was a pause, brief but distinct. The kind that marks a line being drawn. Even if no one says it out loud, they move forward from there. Next steps, protections, notes added to the account. It all felt structured, contained. No room for interpretation. After the call, my phone stayed quiet for a while. Then the messages started again, but different this time. Less certain, more fragmented. Someone mentioned fraud. Someone else asked why the bank was involved. My mom sent a shorter message than usual. No details, just a question that didn't really ask anything. I didn't answer right away. I sat in the quiet, which felt unfamiliar at first. Not empty, just unclaimed. No expectations attached to it. No waiting for something that wasn't coming. That evening, my son was in the living room, lining up his toys in a way that only made sense to him. Focused, unbothered. I realized I hadn't checked my phone in over an hour. The next birthday came without buildup. No group messages, no tentative plans. Just a day we shaped ourselves. It was smaller, technically. Fewer people, less noise. But it held together in a way the others hadn't. No gaps, no pauses where something was supposed to be. When he blew out the candles, he didn't glance at the door. I noticed that. Later, after he'd gone to bed, I looked at my phone. The family chat was still there, still active, but I hadn't opened it all day. Nothing urgent. Nothing I needed to respond to. I set it down again. It wasn't about proving a point. There wasn't any moment where everything balanced out or made sense in a neat way. It was just quieter now. And for the first time in a while, that felt like something I could trust.